Hey, what's up everyone? Bit Me Some back with another Hbar video. So currently right now I'm on the Hedera Hashgraph 4-hour time frame. So before we get started, if you haven't hit that like button, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I'm gonna give you a second right now to go and hit that subscribe button for me. Scroll down, hit the red. Perfect. I appreciate you for hitting that subscribe button for me. Thank you guys for always supporting and watching to the very end. I really do appreciate it. I make these videos every single day, so definitely don't miss out. And I also will be making some new charts coming up in the next few days. I'm going to be working on, creating some new ones and things like that. I always like to refresh them and do things like that. So we got a few different charts today we'll look at, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. So right now I'm on the 4-hour time frame. We were like, okay, so let me just give you a little rundown of what we've been looking at for the last few days. So we were thinking this could have possibly been a head and shoulders, correct? And then we came up, and instead of breaking this area like we should have with all the buying pressure to send us up, we got rejected pretty much. Came back down and we tried again. Boom, rejected again. And we came almost like it was a fake out, like, oh, we're gonna pretend like we're going up, and then it came right back down, and look at what happened, dumped. So this is why it's important to keep an eye out on these charts, because you never know what could happen. But if you do notice, we had this line going up diagonal like this diagonal line, and we were let me get rid of this one now. So this diagonal line right here, if you notice, we were bouncing, boom, bounce, and then once we broke it, that let us know, okay, now we're on the downside of that trend compared to the upside. So we tried to come back up, gave it a retest, and then we failed. So, and then also I created this line after finding this support right here. I said, okay, so I'll make another line coming from there to there, and then what did it do again? Boom, it broke it again. So I guess my next target would be something like this. So once we break this line, now that's gonna tell me, all right, we're coming down back to this line. It's almost like a clock. But yeah, so that's actually a good way to be able to tell. So once we come out on the other side of that one, then yeah, it's a lot more downside. Alright, let me just jump right into this chart right here. Okay, so this chart right here is a 15-minute time frame. If you guys remember in yesterday's video, we had this pretty much this pattern kind of forming right here, and then kind of come up and then support. But once we broke out of it, came down and gave it a retest and created this double top. Boom, that's exactly. This is why it's also important to be able to understand these charts for this reason. Like, if you're watching and you're seeing this and you can see these lines, it really, like, I like to put like some charts, like this chart has a lot of lines, but this is just kind of, I've been adding to it, every time I come back to it, if I see something, I add to it, so eventually I try not to put too much, and then I get away from it. But it looks like we're kind of in this trend that we're kind of stuck in, so it's kind of, I'm able to use all of these lines still because they're still kind of respected. Whereas in this one, I only got this line, and this is on a 15-minute time frame, by the way. This is 15, so I got that line, and then also that line and that line, and 2 moving averages. So you don't need that many lines, you just need to have the right lines, so if by having these 2 lines right here, what that tells me is that once we break it, then like I said, we're coming down. So the thing is had we broken up on this side, it would have been more upside. But like I said, this is really all you need when you're day trading and stuff. So I've been getting better at these charts also, just being able to pinpoint, a direction. So just also let me see, something like this, like, because I could already see this now, is that this is but this is also breaking. So I mean, it's not breaking yet. It broke, but it came back into it. So that's one thing. So that's also a thing too right now. You gotta, it's either we're gonna break down out of here, retest it to come back down, or we're going to look at, we're turning back green again. So we could be pumping back up to this top side. So that's what I would watch out for. Like I said, I wouldn't take a long or short. I mean, if you do notice, there's a lot of wicks right there, so that lets me know there's a lot of buyers. So what the buyers, it's kind of telling me is that this bullish flag is forming. We could just get a small little pump, get rejected, to come back down also. So we'll have to watch out for that. All right, let me check this other chart. Okay, so this was another chart I had. It's kind of like the other 4-hour chart, but this is on the 4-hour also. But if you do notice, like, look at how I had this line there. We broke it, let us come down. Had this line there, broke it, came down. Look at, we had this line there, we broke it and came down. So this is why too, it's like you got to start finding new trends. Let me see this parallel line. Oh no. So that, and look at, we're coming out of that right now. So that's kind of where we're going to be at for now. So once we break out of this flag, either down or up, it's going to let us know our next direction. Because if you kind of notice, look at this one. It went down a little bit, then came up. Down a little bit, came up. So, I mean, we're kind of stuck in this range right here. So this is why, like, we're getting a lot of support and resistance. But we did break. At first, we were, if you notice this blue line, that's the 25 moving average. So we broke above it, caught support. Now we broke underneath it. So if we ever do come up, it'll probably be resistance now. So yeah, let me check this chart. This is on a 4-hour time frame. So as you guys can see, with these white lines is where we were creating these triangles. Look at, and these are the fib lines already. So this is lines that have already been there. This one white one going up, I put that one myself just because I can see the trend of where it's coming from. So, and what do you know, look at what happened after breaking this pennant. Continuation pattern is usually a pennant. So we continued it and we broke. So you know, my next thing would probably be, while we're in this area now, so we'll probably need to break this area. If we break that, then we're coming down lower to these bottom sections down here. So that's the next area we need to make sure we stay above. So if we can stay above this box, then we're okay to at least possibly come back up. But once we break that box, then there's definitely going to be more downside. So yeah, that's for that one. This is on a daily, pretty much getting rejected at this line right here. Pretty much getting rejected, and then now we're kind of breaking it, going downwards. So our next target low would be 970. Current price is 990. So if we stay above 970, then we're okay. But once we break 970, then we're gonna start seeing lower prices. This one is 1060. What? I need to refresh this one. This one's way off. All right, let me check this chart. Where were we at? That's on a daily. Sorry, I got distracted. What was this on? Oh, maybe this one. Oh yeah, it was this 15-minute. Cause whoa. So, alright, so look, yesterday before I went to bed, I was kind of making this chart just to kind of find these, you know, support and resistance areas and things like that. So look, I had this line coming down here, so we were breaking it, right? So look, respect, all in these boxes, respect, and then we came out, got rejected at this 25 moving average, and then we came down since. So it faked it, but if you notice what box we came up to, and we got rejected. So that rejection let me know also that, all right, yeah, we're not going to continue up, because if we're going to continue up, it's going to be something possibly like this big green one. It's going to slice right through it, you know. It's not going to slow up at that area. But if you notice, this is where we're getting this bounce at, boom, and this is also where we're getting a bounce there. So this area, and we're getting resistance, boom, resistance. And then look at, these are the targets. So every time we would come down, boom. Oh my goodness, I love looking at charts like this, because it's on the 15-minute. You can find these little quick moves up and down, and then even just catch this ride down. Oh man, that's some good eating there. This is why it's important, when you see a nice pattern that's easy to read, you got to take advantage of it. But like, so I mean, I'll get another chart ready. I'm kind of in a rush right now. I might have to be leaving pretty soon. I have to go to a funeral for my brother's mother-in-law. She passed away on Mother's Day, so that's where I'm heading today. So appreciate everybody for watching. But yeah, this will be the end of the video. I appreciate everybody for watching. You guys definitely are part of the Bit crew if you made it this far into the video. So I appreciate you guys all for watching, and you know, you guys have an awesome day. Stay positive. Don't worry about these markets. Everything out there right now is to keep you in the fear. Don't be scared. It's part of the cycle. You know, this is why it's also important you have money on the side for times like this, because if you have money now to add, it's not financial advice, it's just personal opinion. It's better than if you put all your money in at the peak, you know. So this is why I say it's important to always have a stash on the side for days like this. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Keep calm. Don't worry about much. It's part of the cycle. If you can accumulate. You know, don't sell anything, because if you're willing to sell now, then you should have sold a long time ago. But yep, that's kind of what I got so far. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.